Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Fern. I'm Danny and today we're going to be making a video on the 1988 Ford Escort RS Turbo. We're going to be going through the failure list and advisory list from the MOT it failed the other day, seeing what the score is, seeing what parts I need to order and going from there. The first dangerous defect on the list was no service brake at the near side rear. I've jacked the car up, as you've just seen in the previous video, chopped the front wheels. I'm going to whip this wheel off, get the drum off and see what's going on. I don't know whether it's a failed brake cylinder. Sounded a bit weird when I said that, but yeah, won't know until I get this wheel whipped off. So let's start by doing that. Next bit's get this sensor cap off, take the retaining clip off, get the nut off and get this drum off and see what's going on inside. As you can see inside the footwell here, let me get the wheel well. It's all been painted. I don't know if it was like that from standard, but yeah, it's in nice condition this car really, apart from the little bit of corrosion that's coming through. It's got adjustable suspension on it, not sure what make they are. I can see the cog or whatever it is inside for adjusting them, and aftermarket springs on it as well. Right, let's get this hub off and go from there. I've got the rear drum off the car. The shoes don't look in too bad condition. It looks like the wheel cylinder's leaking there. That surely is the cause of the brakes not working on this side. I'm going to pull that seal back in a second and see if there's brake fluid coming out, but yeah, I think that's the issue there. You can see how wet it is. So I'm going to have to get one of them ordered, add that to the list. I'm just going to give it a quick spray with brake spray, get rid of all this dust, and then I'll have a closer look at this cylinder. So I've given inside a good clean off, get rid of all the hazardous asbestos, grainy dust, and that rear brake cylinder there is seized absolutely solid. I've had the big grips on it to try and free it off, and yeah, it's just seized solid, which is what's stopping that rear wheel when the brake, stopping the brake on the rear wheel there on the near side from working. I've pulled the seals back each side, totally corroded inside, so hopefully I can get one of these for not so much money and get it swapped out. So yeah, I think that's the problem with that. A few of the other things on the car to do with the rear braking will be caused by this as well, causing the imbalance. So yeah, I'm going to build it back up now and add a rear wheel cylinder to the list. Sorry if the camera's a little bit shaky there. You can just see my weird face popping through. I'm trying to show you the corrosion underneath. It's about 5, probably 10 centimeters long, this little bit. You can see with the size of my fingers. Yeah, about 4 fingers long on the inner sill on the near side. It's not too bad that, it's going to need looking at, but again, it's only an advisory. It's not like it's fully gone through. I don't know if it's been patched in the past that, but that's one of the advisories, the corrosion on the near side inner sill. So I just thought I'd show you that while the car was jacked up in the air. It's very clean underneath this car considering it's 32 years old. Like I showed you when I took the rear wheel off then, each of the wheel arches have been sprayed at some point with like a U-Pol Raptor kind of guard. Kept them in good condition. But yeah, that's the corrosion on the near side rear inner sill. This is the corrosion that's starting to come through on the driver's side. Again, it's about 2-3 fingers worth, so maybe 5 centimeters. It's not too bad, it's not gone through, but that's what they've reported on the MOT. Slight corrosion, near side, offside rear, inner sills, and that's what it's pointing at. I'm going to do a full video of underneath this car because I think it's really clean for its age. It's going to need this addressing at some point in the future, but like I say, as it stands now, it's just an advisory on the MOT. I'm going to try and find a welder in the meantime who can sort this out for me. If not, I'm just going to put it through its MOT, get everything done by this little bit of corrosion work, and yeah, just get an MOT on it, and then it can start being used. After taking the rear drum off the near side, we've found out that the wheel cylinder, the brake cylinder's seized, so we're going to get a new one of them. I think that's what's causing the imbalance. I've also going to grease up the handbrake cables if you can, hopefully free them off a little bit. The next thing is the brake pipe that's routed funny on the front, and also the fact that the brake pipes have dropped. That's going to be a broken clip. I'm going to make my way around to the front of the car now and get it jacked up and see what's going on down there. I think this is what he means by the cables hanging down. It's dropped down a little bit. I think I can see the clip there that needs putting back onto. So before it goes back in for its retest, I'll just clip them back up. That's got to be what he's on about. I can't see anything else that's hanging down. He must mean that one pipe there, I think. If I can just get over to it. Yeah, that one. It's had a cable tie on it in past, which is pretty standard, but whatever. I don't know how you could raise that back up without it being cable tied to the other ones. Might just be as simple as putting another cable tie on it just to keep them out of the way. But yeah, that's another one of the advisories, was the pipe hanging down. I can also see that the brake pipe's corroded as well, so I'm going to have to get another one of them made. Sorry for the bit of a mad angle there, but you can see the steering track rod end there, and the brake pipe's probably 5mm above that. That's the one these things catching. I can see a few little marks on it. That just needs routing differently. It needs to be just pulled up a little bit. There are some pipes above it which are stopping it from coming up, so it looks like it needs to come off. But again, that looks like a pretty easy fix to get that out of the way. I don't want to just push it up and bend the pipe, I'd rather try and route it properly. But he has put that down as one of the failures, so it has to be sorted. But yeah, pretty easy fix that. So on to the next one. Here's another angle from this brake pipe. But also you can see that the clip's missing on the steering rack boot. I'll just get one of them ordered. So I'm going to make a quick list now with everything that I need to order and get everything bought, and then I can get cracking on with getting this car through its MOT. I'm going to show you the wheel inside tyres now, where he's saying they're all cracked and perished. But yeah, I think that's a decent list to be cracking on with. Another advisory was the tyres all being cracked on the inner edge or split, which I think you can just about pick up on the camera that there are some splits and cracks in them. So I'm going to write the tyre size down, which is 195/50 R15Vs, and get some tyres ordered for it. Right, so on the list we've got new wipers. If these are all perished, I should have checked them anyway, but I'm not bothered. Whatever, it failed on other things, so it's not like it would have passed if I'd done that. We've got a rear brake cylinder. We've got to get a retaining clip for the hub nut, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to try and get a new cap as well for this rear wheel. I'm going to grease up the handbrake as well. I'm going to clip them pipes up underneath. If I can get another clip for it, or just a cable tie. I'm going to reroute that pipe. That was down. That was fouling, as it said on the MOT failure. The steering track rod arm. I need to also get 4 new tyres for the car. I need to write that down actually before I forget. I need to get a clip for the steering rack boot, and I also need to get some brake fluid. So I think all in all, there's not that many hard jobs to do there. I've showed you the corrosion underneath. I've not showed you the top bit actually, but I can show you that another time. I'm going to do a full video underneath this car just to show you how actually clean it is. So fingers crossed, I can get everything here very quick and then get cracking on this car and get rebooked in for its retest. The emissions problem, I'm still going to have to look into and see what I can do to get them emissions down. I don't actually know what it actually means when it says the emissions are too high. I don't know what you can do to the engine to lower that figure. I think it was 8.9% when it should be 3.5%. But at least I've got my list of everything that I need to do now to actually get a pass on the car bar the emissions. So it's going to be a bit of research tonight, part finding, and get some ordering done. Right people, end of the video. The next one's going to be getting this car right for its MOT. I hope you've enjoyed me showing you all the faults on it and how I'm going to fix them. There's nothing too major there. There's nothing hard or anything. Hopefully all the parts are available and I can get them super quick like I just said a second ago. Hope you're still enjoying these videos on the Escort RS Turbo. Any comments, put them in the comment section below. Hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I think I'm over 4,500 subscribers, and I was watching a video the other day when I was absolutely buzzing because I had 95. So thanks for everyone who's hitting the subscribe button and keeps returning. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next video, and until then everyone stay safe and thanks again for watching.